Hi everyone, it's Michelle. Welcome back. So it is time for monthly favorites. It's so hard to believe that August is already behind us. I can't believe it. The summer's pretty much over. Here in the Midwest, the last week we've had really very fall-like weather. You know, a couple days didn't even get out of the 60s, and but next week we're coming into some real summer weather again. It's going to be 90 degrees here, so I'm going to look forward to that and enjoy what will probably be our last week of summer here in the Midwest. So let's jump in and get started with my my monthly favorites. I will say that for this month, for my makeup, I tended to go to the same things all month long. I was, you know, just really into simple makeup, quick things, that kind of thing. So I'm going to show you those items, and we'll jump right in and get started. Some of them I have talked about before, so I'll go quickly, and some of them maybe I haven't talked about in a while, so I'll spend a little more time on them. The first thing I'm going to talk about, I have talked about before, and it is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC+. I really do love this as a foundation. I do. Not the illumination one, I've talked about that, but I love this one, which is the original formula. And I will say that over the last week or so, I have moved to applying it with my fingers, which is not typically something I like, but I actually, IT Cosmetics recently did an infomercial where they talked about I think it's a new, because it's called, I think it's called the Your Skin But Better Foundation or something. It's not called CC+, I don't think. And on that, she was applying it, everybody was applying it with their fingers, and their faces look really nice. And, you know, I know that it's all filtered and all that jazz, but I thought I would try applying it with my fingers. And I really do like it. It gives you a little more coverage than the Beauty Blender does, and it really helps you press it in to your skin around areas where you have larger pores and that kind of thing. And I love this. I won't be without this. This is sort of my holy grail foundation right now. Who knew? Okay, and then that foundation or CC cream doesn't really require me to set it for the most part, but I do like to set my T-zone for two reasons: a little bit more coverage because I have quite a bit of redness around my nose, and to help with my pores. And this month I switched back to an old product that I had been using for a while, and it is the Laura Mercier Loose Minerals. I wear the color Real Sand, and all I do with this is set my T-zone, and I shake a little bit into the lid, and I use, I know everybody's going to ask, so I'm going to talk about it. I use the Makeup Forever number 140 brush, which is very small, but I sort of swirl it in the lid to pick up product, and I really work the product into the brush. And then I buff like around here where my pores are so large. It just makes everything disappear and gives you a little bit more coverage. And then I buff it on my chin because that's another area I have a problem with. And then I just kind of go up here where I have large pores as well. And this really, it doesn't get cakey. It covers my pores. Love it. So these two together have given me really great skin all month long. The blush that I've been reaching for virtually every single day is the MAC Mineralized Blush in New Romance. I love this blush. It's a go-to blush for me. It's just a peachy, it is quite shimmery. I don't have a highlighter on today. I have this and some bronzer on, but it's a beautiful peachy blush. It's beautiful. I think if you have dark skin, this probably won't work on you, but fair, light, even medium, it probably will. Because it has quite a bit of sheen, as you can see, and just sort of a hint of a peachy pink color that gives you just sort of the beautiful sort of summer glowy. It's perfect for just an everyday go with almost anything blush. I love it. Love it. Reach for it all the time. On my eyes, I've been doing mostly really simple one shadow looks, and I've been reaching for shadow sticks and one cream shadow. So I'll talk about them quickly. The cream shadow I've been reaching for, I talked about picking up fairly recently, and it is the Chanel Illusion Dome in New Moon. And Heidi, if you're watching, you can see mine does not come out of the pot at all. It's not even loose in there. So I don't know what's up with yours, girl. Anyway, this is just a beautiful, it's sort of like a rosy, taupey, This does have quite a bit of shimmer, so if you are not a shimmer person, it's not for you. But it makes a beautiful, quick wash of color on the lid. It's sort of a rosy taupe, I think. Love it. And when I do these cream shadow looks, I typically just put whatever the cream shadow or whatever the shadow stick I'm using on my lid, and then I buff the crease out with a synthetic brush, like my Morphe brush, just something like this. I just buff it out. If you feel like you need a transition color or something like that, you could do that. I typically don't. When I'm doing, I've got like a shadow stick on my hand that I can't get off. Anyway, the two shadow sticks that I've been reaching for all month long are one by Makeup Forever, and this is the Makeup Forever Aquamatic in ME50, which I will swatch for you. It's just a beautiful, it's right here, it's just a nice coppery, bronzy tan color. Really pretty. There's no glitter in this one like in the Chanel. It has quite a bit of shine to it, but there's no glitter in it. These wear really, really well. Here's what it looks like in the stick. Yeah, these wear like iron for me anyway, and it's waterproof. You can smudge it under the eye, whatever. Simple. It glides on really easy. You have a little bit of time to sort of blend it and buff it out, and then it's set. You could use it as an eye base as well, but typically when I use these, I just do a one shadow look. Put it on my lid, buff out the edges, I'm good to go. And then the third one that I've been using this month is the Trish McEvoy 24-Hour Eyeshadow and Liner Pencil in Smoky Quartz. These look like this. And this has a little more of a purple tone to it, but still in that taupey family, but that's it right there. This, I think, is very, very close to the Laura Mercier Amethyst, in my opinion. If you swatch them side by side, they'll be almost exactly the same. And again, you have a little bit of time to blend it out on the eye, and once it's set, it's staying there. They call it a 24-hour shadow pencil, and while I don't wear mine for 24 hours, it certainly wears all day. And when I use these shadow sticks, I do not need a primer on my lid. They just wear like iron for me. They're amazing. And I like that I can smudge them under the eye. I'm wearing this one today, the Smoky Quartz. Love it, love it. But it's just, you know, I just put it on the lid, and then today I used a little bit of my bronzer as to blend out the edge, just for a little more something. Sometimes I do that. Love them both, love them. My lip of the month, which I'm not wearing today, but this is the lipstick I've been reaching for really all month long, and it's a MAC lipstick, and it is in the color Cosmo. This is sort of my, if you asked me what my sort of everyday rosy pink shade would be, I would say it's this. It has a little more color. This is it right here. It has a little more color than like a typical nude would be, but it is in that, you know, sort of rosy family. I love this color. It's just enough color on the lips that you know, you have a little color to your lips and a little color to your face, which I need to have. Love it. I've kind of been reaching for it. This is what's been in my handbag. Love it. Okay, that's it for makeup. I'm going to talk about the fragrance I've been wearing all month and then one skincare item. So when it gets hot, I tend to like a lighter fragrance. And for most of August, it's been rather hot here. And my go-to sort of light fragrance in the summer, which some people are going to think is not light, but it really is my sort of signature fragrance, which is the Guerlain Gourmand Coquin. So this is one of the Guerlain Elixir scents, which they don't sell everywhere that they sell Guerlain, but you can definitely find it online. And it is just, it's a beautiful fragrance. I've talked about this before. It is my signature scent. I wear it all year long. It's my comfortable scent. It's the scent that people will recognize me with. It is, I've talked about it before. There's a dark chocolate element. There's white pepper in this. There's rum. There's a little bit of, I think it's rose, but when it's hot, you get a little more of the floral, a hint of the floral. And when it's cold, I don't get any of the floral. The floral is very, very subtle, which is good because I'm not a floral girl. But this is just a beautiful rum, chocolate, white pepper. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance. If I could only have one fragrance for the rest of my life, this would be it. I love this. I believe this is my second bottle of this fragrance as well. There is, in my mind, for me, for what I like, nothing better. It's slightly sweet. It's not overly sweet. It's like a dark chocolate, but it is definitely a rum chocolate scent. I love it. I love it. Okay, and the month would not be complete if I did not talk about this moisturizer. I did a video on this fairly recently, but you know, since the time that I reviewed the product, I started testing some other skincare products, and I will tell you that, and I will continue to test skincare. You know, it's my thing, it's what I do. But this Benigma moisturizer, I have to use this during the day because nothing makes my makeup look like this moisturizer does. This moisturizer plumps up the skin and smooths it so much that you barely need a primer. The skin feels so plump and smooth. The only place I put primer now is I use a little bit of pore minimizer right here in my T-zone, and that is it, because this makes my skin so plump and feels so smooth. There's a little bit of silicone in this, not like a slippery silicone, but I started testing other products and I noticed that I did not like how my makeup looked. So when I use this during the day before my makeup, it's awesome. And I will put a link below. My code is still good to get this for 25% off. It is relatively expensive. It's still going to cost you $100, but I'm telling you, I can't be without this during the day under my makeup. It makes my skin look amazing. So I wanted to talk about it again in my favorites because I will be hard pressed to be without this for daytime. My makeup looks different when I use this moisturizer. I think if you have oily skin, it's probably not good for you. I think if you have combo skin, it's fine. I have combination skin. I have my T-zone can get quite oily. It's not a problem. If you have dehydrated skin, it's awesome. If you're curious about this and you want more information, I will link the video I did because I explain all about it. But I don't know. I can't be without it for my daytime skincare. I just can't because it makes my makeup look fabulous. So that is it. Please share with us in the comments what some of your favorites were for this month. I love reading what everybody's favorites are. It gives me ideas for new things to try, that kind of thing. And I hope everybody had a fantastic August. That is it for today. I hope everybody has a fantastic day, and I will talk to you all again really soon.